Let me thank IDA for having given me this opportunity to be here. So IDA includes now, if we are looking at the president, I should say this Women's Day organization is conducted by men. If all men who are here, if they agree, so we, the women, are the happiest. This is what everywhere I say. Men organize the program, and then women feel proud and happy. Otherwise, everywhere we see this Women's Day is organized by women, and then, of course, one very good thing is women honor other women, felicitate other women. That is something great, because otherwise in Canada we say ಎರಡು ಜಡೆ ಒಂದಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಹೆಣ್ಣೆ ಶತ್ರು. So we are breaking all that and showing that we are different, right? So thank you, sir, President of IDA, Principal of CODS, and Dr. Nandishwar, Principal of BDCH, and my friends, I should say, Shobha and me, and together from our UG days, you know. She was in Bangalore Dental College, I was in Bangalore Medical College, and we had a one very common friend. And then Mamata, so I'm seeing her since 3 decades, I should say, right? Yes. And Neeta and everybody, Rajeshwari, all who are here. It's like, you know, feels like hometown, my own college. And all the students who are here. We are here to celebrate Women's Day, right? But more than celebration, we are here for a commitment. I was so happy to listen to what our compeer, you know, was telling. So many things, you know, that you need to keep repeating so that it gets impregnated. So we follow that. Yes. So this was a blessing in disguise. And if a man proposes and God disposes, many things we plan, but it might change also. But I'm here. I just have few things to convey to you based on probably my experience also. So this year's theme, as you heard, was Give to Gain, right? So when this theme was announced, I was just thinking. So we always think, what is the meaning behind, and we try to find a person who is suitable, you know, for this true theme. Who can you think in Davangere as of now? As of now in Davangere, woman leader. Yes, sir, exactly. No. It was Dr. Prabha Mallikarjun who came to my mind. What did we give her? She had leadership qualities. She had started SS Care Trust and all that. But everyone gave her one single vote, right? So that has made her get committed and then serve the people of Davangere, not just Davangere. Being an MP, she is recognized all over Karnataka, neighboring states, and all over India. We say, wherever she is, you know, that sparkle, that knowledge, that wisdom she disperses is too good, too great. Don't you feel? So your own, you know, specialty doctor, what an influence a woman can do. That is there. Not just because she is our joint secretary, you know, we are here to praise her, but we are seeing, and many times I think, you know, she's doing too much. She has to, you know, dedicate some quality time to herself, I feel. You know, 24 hours is not enough for her service. So this is what we are looking at. Give to gain. So that is the power of women. You all agree? Yes. Especially boys in chappale hodibekalva. So you have seen your mother as a role model. Who else do you want? Maybe in school you have seen your teacher who has influenced you. So the role of you know, women in the community is too good, too great. So wherever I go, I ask all the girls if they're happy to have been born as girls. So I ask them, are you happy? Are you happy that you're born as a girl? Yes. If that S is there, we have to confidently say S. So I've seen children, who really, come back and tell me that the mother cries because the mother has 3 daughters, 4 daughters, all her daughters. See what the impact that child gets when she sees her mother, cry because hen magu. I don't know. I never experienced this when I was in Bangalore. I was brought up in a joint family. Of course, I lost my father when I was just 5 years old, and it was my mother. She was not empowered, but our family had. We had my father's sister who was educated. She was serving as a lecturer in a government school then, and she was the financial support, and she was the one who brought us up. So seeing all that, none of our family members said, oh girl child, head maklu and all that. But that first time I experienced after coming to Davangere. So when was this? When I came to Davangere, I had my first daughter. She was 2.5 years old. Then I had, after 2 years, I had my second daughter. Then the neighbors, everybody who were coming to see, they said, Ayo, ಎರಡನೇ ಮಗುನು ಹೆಣ್ಣ ಎರಡನೇದು ಹೆಣ್ಮಗುನ I said, what difference does it make to them? It's my child. I have a second girl child. Am I dependent on them, or do you think my children would be dependent on them? We never heard of all this, in Bangalore, at least when I was there. I asked them, why are you bothered? Yes. ಎರಡನೇದು ಹೆಣ್ಮಗು. So ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. But this was 28 years back. So ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು means, ಮದುವೆ what it has behind. ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ. So now you know the situation. ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಹುಡುಗಿಯರು ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. See, that is what. ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ವರದಕ್ಷಿಣೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂತೆ. I said, ವರದಕ್ಷಿಣೆ? No. I never gave even a single pie to my husband to get married to. Oh, ನೀವು ಗಳಿಸ್ತೀರಾ. So they said, see, you're earning. That means, do you think all of us who are here, who go and give our money to the husband, or husband demands and takes away the money? I said, no, this earning is for me. My husband never demands, and it is not for just because, I'm earning, he's got married. So that is a transition I just wanted to tell you. And now I have seen my own junior colleagues crying when they have a second boy. They say, ayyo, ಹೆಣ್ಮಗು ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ನನಗೆ, ಹೆಣ್ಮಗು ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ. And anybody who wants to adopt a child also, they go with the girl child. So that's why I tell everybody, all mothers who have a daughter, I say, you are the luckiest one. You are the luckiest. You will definitely understand that, because your daughter is going to become your mother. Appa anta heldaga, one who can control appa or dad is the daughter more than the wife. They all listen to the daughter, and once we are old, it is a daughter, who has that feminine qualities. Whatever you do comes along, and she would be like a mother. We should definitely thank God if He has given us daughters. So the trend, how it has changed, is one. But even today, ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it's always a tension, because they're the treasure house of everything. So how we are protecting our jewels, or whatever you say is most worthy, Adra, we need to protect as a responsibility. But do you think we can be with them? No. But we have to teach them how they can take care of themselves. That's the most important role a mother can, or mother has to do, or must do. So girls who are here, feel proud that you are born as a girl child, you are a female. You can do wonders if you decide. Those days, education, all the children were not allowed, girl children were not allowed to go for higher studies. SLC ಆಯ್ತು ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. Now no. Children have to study. They say, buddy, not just graduation. I need to do my post graduation. I need to settle. Then I get married. That's how the age of marriage of the girl child is also going higher up in as we see. But really, if you are looking at the statistics in India, I think many are getting married even before 18 years. And we may say child marriage is abolished, abandoned, and whatever. But 100, wherever you go, see politicians going and conducting also, there are so many children who are not even 18 years. Because even today, parents think, nam makkulu, hen makkalna, if we have to protect, we have to get them married. That is one thing. See, we are very special. First thing is, education is our strength. We all have to know. Education is not being just literate, getting some 100 degrees or 10 degrees. No, that is not education. We should know. One is what the knowledge you gain from the books. Then laukika vidya, how you live in the society. That's why learning happens continuously. It's not just the books that give you knowledge, or it's not just the social media into which you are there for 24 hours. So you have to look at all your surroundings and then gain knowledge, learn, and you should be so confident in taking care of yourself that even if you go late to the house, so your mother and father should say, she's my daughter, I know. She is capable of taking care of herself and she'll return safe. So this is the responsibility all of us have. So education is strength, health is wealth. This we do not understand. It becomes just like a slogan, health is wealth, health is wealth. Only when you suffer from a disease, you know how important health is. If you determine that, yes, I give importance to my health and I would be healthy, that takes care of your mental health also. If you're physically healthy, your mental health is also taken care of. Nowadays they say, you're all Gen Z, right? Most of you, the youngsters. So social media addicts, 10 hours, it seems, the time that you're spending on social media, that screen time, and it is slowly causing atrophy of your brain because everything is one-way traffic. And then social media addiction. You don't know how people around are so sweet or so harsh or whatever. So you go behind people who are in social media. They exist or do not exist, we don't know. And you are all carried away, revealing all your identity, getting into trouble unnecessarily. And once there is a trouble or a problem, you don't know that the problem could be solved or the problem may go beyond having any solutions, and ultimately you say, let me commit suicide or you die. No. You have not come onto this earth to die. You have to live and show what you are. So as she was telling service, Paropakararthamidam shariram. So we are there as long as I am there. I should be helpful to others. That should be the motto. So just keep another woman happy. Give her good health if she cannot afford to. So that means you're taking care of her entire family. So that is a Sri Shakti. Women of the house. She is the leader. She is the Shakti. If she is healthy, she is happy, she can take care of her family, then this spreads to the surrounding families and the entire place where she lives in. This is what we have to look at. So feel proud of yourself and have confidence within you. Be confident. That confidence, if it is lacking, if you're not confident, you cannot move forward. And for that confidence, your mental health is very, very important. Otherwise, most of the people are into depression and anxiety. ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ as if they are their friends. Oh, I was in depression, I have anxiety. Hey, you should know to get rid of it. Don't allow them and then, store them to trouble you. So this can happen only when you socialize with others, when you're with good friends. That's why you say, tell me who your friends are, I'll tell you who you are. So have good friends, have some good habits. This good habit starts with having right amount of sleep. Sleep for 7 to 8 hours. You don't do that. The whole night you are awake with your phones on, and then 8 o'clock is the class. That time this Nidra Devi comes and hugs you. So you all sleep off and then miss that 8 o'clock class. So the behavior is, it looks as though you are one 80-year-old or 90-year-old man or woman. Please don't do that. As a student, your duty is to study. Study, first thing. Then all other things. See, we had a child. Of course, this girl was my son's classmate. Very beautiful child, very intelligent. She used to be first in the class, this girl. But unfortunate, she lost her hand because of some machinery injury. What happens? Everybody says, Ayo, henmagu, kai bere hoitu, all that. Yeah, why everybody says that? Henmakku madve agude kashta, kai bere illedru yaru. Everybody looks at a girl child only from that perspective. I don't know. So she took it up as a challenge. So what if right hand is, amputated or cut? We always have the other hand. So we don't know that both the hands, could be equally helpful, equally useful, equally strong. You must have seen in a school in North India where the teacher, has taught children to write with both the hands. So she started writing with left hand. So we don't do that because from childhood we teach the child. This is what was taught to us, and same thing we continue. She started, she graduated, she became a doctor, and then now she's so well married and so well settled in UK. So what helped her in this era, she is just 27 years now, to become like that? So it is the confidence that she had. So all of us should have. Where does that confidence come from? Yes, you may say society, no. It's with the people, family people who are there. And mother, I say, she is supportive. So always we should know that mantra, that I can do it, I must do it, and I will do it. So you have that very, very strong mind for doing good things. Don't apply it to other things. So have a strong mind, and this mental health is so important for you people. And when you can get is only when you have adequate sleep, and then you devote some time for yourself. Just 15-20 minutes per day, sit in a place where there is no distraction. Just close your eyes and observe your breath. You're not changing the pattern of your breath. We know 14 times per minute we breathe. Just concentrate on that. It's not a deep breathing exercise or anything. Slowly you develop that concentration, which is very, very important. And this becomes your meditation. And once you meditate, your entire, how you look at things changes. You become so positive. All your negativity goes off. Otherwise, what we look at somebody, it is always the negative things we look at somebody doing something, we always try to point out mistakes. We don't look at what good they are doing. So our personality changes. This is the personality development. You need not go anywhere to learn all these, formulas that are there for personality development. Just try doing that. Then you thank God that He has made you a human being and He has given you all the essential things that help you to live for 100 years. It is 100 years that we have to live. As you see, females, they live slightly longer time. So we may say 73 years average for women and 70 for men. So the proportion of female, male, as we were telling, 943 to 1000, it is slightly changing of late, and now they say 1020 females and 1000 males. But when it again comes to the formula of male to female, so it is slightly less. Females are still slightly less, but that is improving now because the female feticide is coming down with all the rules and regulations that are very strict. So don't you think we should be happy that we are all born as females? Yes. God has given us, He has created us in such a way that He knows it's only female who can bear this, the progeny, the fetus for 9 months. 9 months, it is not an easy task. That capacity He has given to females. And so many times during childbirth, the problems that occur, that's why earlier days they were telling, Mahilege Punarjanma. So once, she delivers outcome. Now we have all the facilities and all that. Otherwise, they used to say that maternal mortality was very, very high. So third is, you want to be beautiful. You always look at the beauty. Your health comes secondary. No. If you are healthy, you are beautiful. So here the beauty doesn't just count for your external appearance. Some people may not get attracted to you by just your looks. But 2 minutes if they talk to you, they know that there is some positivity in you, and then they just come back. So that is the inner beauty. So your, what we say, Vyaktitva. So what good qualities you have. Please develop those good qualities. And you're all motivated so much, influenced so much by Western culture. Girls these days, you don't earn even a single rupee. Now you don't have a capacity to earn even a single rupee. But you all sit and go and sit in those pubs or hotels and then smoke and drink and all that. It is shameful on all those who do this. Medical college ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು, dental college ಅವರು ಇದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. Few girls may do. I'm just pointing at those for there. And boys ಅಂತೂ ಕೇಳಲೇಬೇಡ್ರಿ. Upper hand. So ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಹುಡುಗಿಯರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ ಕೇಳು, this is wrong ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ತರ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. How you don't have even a single rupee, and how can you spend the hard-earned money of your parents on this? ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯತ್ವನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. We should not be like that, ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಥರ ಇಲ್ವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಇವನೇನು ಕುಡಿಯಲ್ಲಂತೆ, ಅವನೇನು ಸಿಗರೇಟ್ ಸೇದಲ್ಲಂತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಯು ಆರ್ ಹೀರೋಸ್. ನೋ, ಯು ಆರ್ ನೆವರ್ ಅ ಹೀರೋ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. Have those good qualities. And many of you have come from outside. Your parents are waiting for you to go back as a doctor on that dot 4.5 years. All these you don't understand now because you're neither totally an adult nor a child. ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೊಡೆದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ ನಮ್ಗಾಗಲ್ಲ. And parents also cannot do this because a single child ಬೈದ್ರೆ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ನಾಳೆ ಸೂಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮನೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಓಡೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ. See, that is the scare parents have. So many parents say, they tell the teachers, ನೀವಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. So that is the situation. No, you should never be like that. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ when you incorporate like spirituality within you. When I say spirituality, what comes to your mind is, oh, devasthanakku hogiri, devarakku hogiri, bhajane madri. No. The literal meaning of spirituality is sharing and caring. So, Dr. B.M. Hegde, he was not my teacher, but still I was so much influenced by him. He was telling Shashi, go to schools and tell children about spirituality. You tell them it is sharing and caring. See, our children need to experience that. No, go to a nearby blind school. Go to a nearby, school where all of you go, to help them for dental checkup and all that. So then you feel and what help you can do. What help you can do. It need not be monetary help always. No, one word of support, one word of confidence, one strong hug that you can give to a child. Then you understand, oh, what is my level where God has kept me? He has given me everything. So be thankful to God for all this. He has given you everything. So you are all students, you study. So if you are sailing the boat of, your student life, if you keep another leg in another boat which is there parallel to, that is your love. You don't know the meaning of love. So you all drown. Love and kudle, it is only physical attraction for you. Ashte alva? That's how all our girls, they fall for the good words somebody speaks. It could be an AI on social media also. Because what all you need is ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾತು for girls is, you're so beautiful. You're looking so beautiful ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. No, beauty is not just in looks, I tell you. So our culture is changing. The way you people dress, the way you people go around, even if boys are on their own, many of you, the way you dress, you provoke them. So this is like, we cannot blame a single gender for that. So it is equal. So you should know what you are. You should know your responsibilities. Please be away from social media. Ashtondu hogbedri. We had one inspector, I think Dr. Mahesh, cybercrime, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅವರು. No, don't give phones to your children anta. It is so difficult to prevent now. Even the mother gives a phone to the child because as the child is watching the video, it will open the mouth and then whatever you want to feed, you feed it. It's become like that. No. See, try to be away from phone. From today, you practice this. Say the 2 hours, whatever I am using. If you are using phone for 6 hours, 2 hours, let me be away. Just see how your, mental health improves. You just test for yourself. Otherwise, see, we are all here at this age, at least, in front of you speaking. But at our age, I don't think you can be like that because your brain would have atrophied. Total atrophy. You can see the sulci which are all diverse and then gyri because you are receiving only one-way information. Read books. If you're going to gym to exercise to improve your muscle power, then start reading books, whether it is your e-books or printed books, so that is the exercise for the brain. So do, learn something good. Look at people who are doing good because we want our future, our future India lives on you. Don't be just carried away by all those things that are there in social media. So be good, do good is the essence of all the religion, as Swami Vivekananda puts it. This is what we expect from our children. But you prioritize beauty and your eating habits. 53% of women between 19 to 45 years of age are anemic. Anemia is one thing which is killing all of us. Do you think there's dearth for eating? No. Everyone, as we see, has enough to eat compared to earlier days. But what all of you eat is your Zomato, Swiggy. Please take off those apps. Delete those apps. If they're there, they'll be inviting you, welcoming you. They say, I'm here, I'm giving you discount. No, please order something. Stop eating all the things which are there, outside. So if you are at home, eat what your mother prepares. Tell her that she has prepared tasty food, one good word to her. Otherwise, you will not sit at one place with the phone on. Keep on eating all these, which are very tasty to you, starting with chips. So you put on weight. Second, with the phone when you sit, there is no physical activity, you put on weight. And ultimately we say, this generation has PCOS, PCOD as the main problem. ಎಲ್ಲ ಎದ್ದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓಡಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ PCOD ಇಲ್ಲ PCOS ಇಲ್ಲ. So all the hormones will act properly, and then all of those who have all these problems just start meditating. You know how your entire system calms down. So anemia is one thing. So today all girls who are here, when you go to your room or home, just look at your conjunctiva, whether it is pale or pink, decide on that. Look at your nails. A profile view, we always expect our nails to be slightly convex. If it is flat, that means you're developing early signs of iron deficiency. If it's slightly gone down, becoming like a spoon, you definitely have iron deficiency. Look at the tongue. Tongue has, all of you know that architecture very well. With taste buds, it should be rough. If it is a pale, bald tongue, you have iron deficiency. Why all this? Because you do not eat. You come to the classes without having breakfast, because you get a plate. Or you don't like what your mother has prepared, breakfast. No, you don't. You always try to blame. Or you go buy something, all fast food, junk food, very tasty. They add lot of fat into your body. There is no vitamin B12 at all. The vitamin B12 requirement is only 5 grams, very, very, very little. So when we look at everybody, look at the skin that is over the knuckles, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನದ pigment ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. That's the first thing, deficiency sign. We have seen, an 18-year girl who was just brought to the hospital with subacute combined degeneration, spinal cord. Now we thought nothing could be done. So vitamin B12 supplements helped her to come back to the normal. So that is it, because ತುಪ್ಪ ತಿಂದ್ರೆ ದಪ್ಪ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ. ತುಪ್ಪ ತಿನ್ನೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಂತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಬರ್ಗರ್ ಗಿರ್ಗರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇನು ದಪ್ಪ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ತುಪ್ಪ, ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಂತೂ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಸಿ ಆರ್ ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ತಿನ್ನ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್. ಚಳಿ ಇರಲಿ, ಬಿಸಿಲಿರಲಿ, ಮಳೆ ಇರಲಿ, ಏನಿರಲಿ, ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್. ಹಂಗೆ ಸಿ ಒನ್ ಬನಾನಾ ಪರ್ ಡೇ. So this was introduced by Dr. B.C. Roy, who was there as the Chief Minister in Calcutta. So he was the one who was looking after the health of this. So one banana, so it is supplying lot of calories to you, but you do not put on weight, remember. Yes, it provides you about, say, eat a small banana. So that gives you carbohydrate. Instead of going empty stomach to the class, unless you supply adequate oxygen, carbohydrate, and water to the brain, it does not work. Water is only one story. So then second, it has serotonin. So it chaitanya, we say chaitanya is something. Your enthusiasm says you are healthy. So the very important feature that says you are healthy is your enthusiasm. So it gives chaitanya. Then it gives you lot of fibers. Okay, for gut health, fibers. Ishte saku, and 1 glass of whole milk, but yaru halu kudiyodilla. At least practice eating mosaru. I've seen many schools I go and children say, hey, ಮೊಸರು ತಿನ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆ ಕುಡಿಲಿಲ್ಲ, ವಾಸನೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲಂತೆ ಮೊಸರು ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಈಟ್ paneer, milk and milk products for a vegetarian. I'm talking about for a vegetarian that gives you enough vitamin B12. Then get exposed to vitamin D. All of us have subnormal vitamin D because ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಸ್ಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಶಾಪಲ್ಲಿ 50% SPF ಅಪ್ಲೈ, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಹಚ್ಕೋ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಹಚ್ಕೋ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಹಚ್ಕೋ. No sun rays should fall on us because I have to look pretty. My skin should be fair. Kappagidre beauty alla. This is all, what we are practicing. So all these need to be supplemented. So when I say water, I just tell you, ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸರ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅರುಣ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯೋದು ನೀನು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯೋದು. When this started, I think Dr. Ali, Mamta and Shobha, ಒಪ್ಕೋತಿರೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, all this started when these Malaysian students came to our college. ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ in front of teachers they were really scared to drink water. So these people are bringing bottles and keeping on their desk, and then ಅವರು ಕುಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆವಾಗಿಂದ ಈಗ ನಾವು we say yes, ಬಟ್ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಕುಡಿತೀರಾ, ಆಮೇಲಿಂದ you can, because we say have adequate water and then get hydrated and all that, we say. So that is also important. So you have to eat well, but daily ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ವಿಚಾರ. So how can you get that? So at least ಒಂದು ನುಡಿ ಮುತ್ತು. So there are so many books, or okay, in your phone, a good message that comes, So read and then analyze what does that mean. One good word per day. So let it change you. So you become, get incorporated in where we are born. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಏನು, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಏನು, it is so beautiful. And the way you speak. So learn that. And girls learn to say no if you do not want. ಏನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಏನು ಅನ್ಕೋತಾರೋ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ, don't be a scapegoat for anything. Learn to say no. And be powerful. You can be powerful only when you are healthy. So you can get over many of the situations. And at times when your power does not work, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಿಂತ ಯುಕ್ತಿ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ. So wherever you are, you should be able to win over that situation. And we are all beautiful. We are born as females. We are women. There is so much to do. But remember, we are not tissue papers. We are not tissue papers to be used and thrown. So don't allow yourself to be a tissue paper. You're not a tissue paper. Otherwise, there are people who are here who use you and throw you. They use you and throw you. That's why I say, if women needs to be respected, she needs to be taken care of. At every house, there has to be a daughter. So the brother knows, oh, nanna akka, nanna amma, nanna tangi. So he knows how to take care of that girl. And then he would have seen all the changes that happen in that girl, and then he can apply the same thing. So ilde hodre, it is quite difficult for us to live in this era. But we have that, multitasking brain, which is beautifully made, extraordinarily made for women. So you should know how you balance your career and family. Yes, definitely you can do. And strengthen yourself. Physical strength, once physical strength is there, we have mental strength also. Because ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಅಂದರೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ, ದೈಹಿಕ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ, they are two faces of the same coin. So that's how. And you be the leader for yourself. You be the leader. So like every house we say, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ನಡೀದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಹೋಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ. So that is the capacity we have. You can manage anything and everything provided you have that strong mind, strong will, and you are confident. Let not your confidence come down. So you can all achieve great heights possible. We should always say nothing is impossible. That's why we say impossible. Says I am possible. Be positive. Every problem has a solution. That's what we have learned. That's what our teachers and school have taught mathematically. Solve the problem, right? So if we do not, if we are not able to solve the problem, please have good friends who can tell you. But always, girls, share all your problems with your mother. Share your problems with your mother. You may say, my mother is not literate, she may not understand and all that, but tell her in a way. She might not have done BDS MBBS, but she is BDS MBBS in her own Laukika Vidya, how she has managed. She'll be there. Or you have your teachers. Take your teachers into confidence. So they're there to solve your problem. And women is always beautiful. She should be the strongest, because it's possible for her to solve anything and everything. And if given a chance of leadership, see how a woman leader can really lead the society in a right way. I wish all of you the very best of luck. One is your studies, your curriculum, but in your life. So life is always so beautiful. Look at it from a positive perspective. But the problem is life gives us examination first and then teaches us a lesson. So this is how we learn. Okay, so all the best to all of you. So give to gain is one. We are all strong women. We know to win over. Never ever say I cannot and hang yourself or commit yourself or end your life. Okay, each step you take, just question yourself as to, is it right or wrong that you are doing? How you can decide is, whatever you are doing, just think to yourself, be in your mother's position, think that you have a girl child of your age. What if your daughter does this? Will you be happy? That is it. You know to say, yes, I'm going the right path or the wrong path. And keep 15 minutes for yourself. Just keep observing your breath. Sit in one place. That becomes meditation, and that takes care of your mental health. God bless you all. Once again, sir, I thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this opportunity. I had a nice time. I just want to tell you, I always loved, dental students. I was telling them. So even during my days, I had Pushpa as my close friend. How neatly she used to be dressed while coming to first BDS. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲೊಂದು ಸೀರೆ ಉಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಬೋನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಆಕಾಶ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. So nice. And all these students I have seen from PTCH, we were, of course, the curriculum, the amount of whatever we were teaching was less, but ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪಾಠ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂದರೆ, I always told them that, I love teaching dental students more than medical students. You are slightly different ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. So I got an opportunity today to see all of you, though you are sitting at the end. That face-to-face, eye-to-eye contact was little difficult, but your body language and your applause, tells me that yes, student community is still to that level and listening to what I say. God bless you all. Thank you all.